Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to tell you about a little project that I'm going to be doing for my reading in the month of May. So far this year I've been focusing a lot on bigger books, but in May I thought I would try to read as many of the tiny books on my shelves as I possibly can. I thought that might be a good strategy for reducing my physical TBR in the quickest fashion. I just want to see how that would work out if I did it for 1 month. I originally got this idea from Bookishly Confused. Did a weekend reading challenge. I thought that was brilliant, and I couldn't do it that weekend because I was trying to finish up my TBR, but in May I do have time, so I'm gonna give it a try. I chose quite a few books, and I would be very impressed if I get all of these read in a month, but I am always the optimist. So let me just show you some of the tiny books that I'm going to read. My longest book for the month will be The Drowning Girl, Caitlin Kiernan, I think. This is the book club book for Creatures Everywhere. It's a book club I am a part of on Goodreads. And it is not that short. It's about 350 pages, I think. So that'll be my longest book. I also chose 3 books from my If You Got It, Read It challenge TBR. And I chose the 3 shortest books. They're also going to be some of the longest books that I tried to read in May, but I want to make sure I'm still making progress on that TBR. The If You Got It, Read It challenge was created by the Spinebreakers, and the 3 books that I'm going to read in May for that are Where the Dead Go to Die by Aaron Dries and Mark Allen Gunnels. That is an amazing cover. The Enchanted by Renee Denfeld. And The Rust Maidens by Gwendolyn Keist. And these are all under 250 pages, so not bad. And the rest of the books that I've picked out are all under 200 pages. I hope to read The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. Been wanting to read this for a very long time, and it's so short, I don't know why I never did. This is kind of fantasy, magical realism type book. Also, The Vegetarian by Han Kang. Been wanting to read this forever, and now I finally will check it out. I'm also going to read this little memoir, Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen. Love the movie. Now I'm going to read the actual book it's based on. I've heard there are some differences, so I want to check it out. Then a book of short stories, Revenge by Yoko Gawa. I've heard these are dark, somewhat disturbing short stories, which sounds pretty much right up my alley, and I read The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Gawa, and that was not dark and disturbing at all. It was very, very, very good though, so I want to check this out ASAP. I also picked out The Wasp Factory by Ian Banks. This is one I've been hearing about for so long. It goes into the mind of a teenage boy who's a psychopath, I believe, and has killed a few people. And I also have this tiny book, The Booking by Ramsey Campbell. Look at that creepy, spidery, booky cover. That's awesome. It has some illustrations. And it's just a short little horror novel that I will be reading soon. Also, I have Grind Your Bones to Dust by Nicholas Day. This is a horror novel that sounds very strange. This is one that I couldn't quite figure out what it's about because there's so many different story elements kind of weaved into one book. But I have been wanting to read this for quite some time, so now's the time. I also have 2 Lock and Key novels by Joe Hill, illustrated by Gabriel Rodriguez. My favorite graphic novel series. I've read the whole ongoing series, and these are just one-offs that are adventures in the Key House, but not the same people as the 6-book series. So those are the 2 I have left to read. Also gonna read The Final Reconciliation by Todd Kiesling. Horror, rock and roll, little novella. Here's another little illustrated tiny book. This one is by Joe R. Lansdale, and this is Prisoner 489. Both of the little illustrated books are from Dark Regions Press. So I've been meaning to check out those and see what they're like. I also want to read Ugly as Sin by James Newman. It is a horror novel that some seemed interested in from my small horror press book haul that I reposted earlier, and it made me really want to check it out as well. So this one is on the list to check out this month. I also have this tiny thing, Waiting Out Winter by Kelly Owen. This is first book in a duology, I think, about an apocalyptic plague. And the last physical book that I picked out for my month of tiny reads is Beneath Ash and Bone by D. Alexander Ward. Another amazing cover horror novel. And if I finish all of those, which I don't imagine that I will, I do have quite a few other physical books that are under 200 pages. About 20 more. They're pulled out right there. There's a stack of the rest of them. That I could choose from if I finish this stack that I decided to prioritize. Whoa, hi. I usually have ebooks on the go as well as I'm reading physical books. So I picked out 7 ebooks that I'm going to try to read during the month of May as well, all under 200 pages. The ones I chose are Lady Bits by Kate Jones. It has an amazing cover. It's short stories. Next is Little Dead Red by Mercedes M. Yardley. Also Isolation by Michelle Garza and Melissa Lassen. A House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Mallerman. I love the Bird Box, and it's about time I checked something else out by Mallerman. Another one I would like to read this month is The Cult Called Freedom House by Stephanie Evelyn. Dear Laura by Gemma Amor. And finally, The Witching Hour Theater by Jonathan Jans. Jonathan Jans has written some of my favorite books, and I gotta check out this little beauty. If I need more ebooks, I have 30 odd more ebooks that are under 200 pages. I realize there's a lot of them. So I have endless amount of material for this project. And, I hope I can read them all, but probably the ones that I prioritize will be the only ones I finish. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? Short books, maybe I'll get so much momentum going that I just start finishing more than a book a day. That would be wild. Also, during the entire month of May, I'll be participating in the Book Readathon, and basically you get points for pages in your books once you finish them, and I thought it would be a good strategy to just finish a whole lot of books, and it gives you more opportunities to get points for extra challenges and things. My Bookemon friend is a water type, which gives me the special advantage of getting 200 extra points for every beautiful cover, and you probably saw that some of those were gosh darn gorgeous, at least in my opinion. So I'm gonna be racking up the points, I think. So this is all very exciting. Tell me what you think of this May reading project to read the tiny books. If you like this video, you can hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with another book related video. Thanks. Bye.